So we know what we need to get fixed.
Yes.
They need to put them tables over the plugins. Gotta fix that.
Alright.
We'll get her on that tomorrow.
You ever notice how electrical outlets are never in the right place?
Okay.
Alright. Sorry about that, guys. We'll get that taken care of.
Fall Carnival.
All right, okay, MTSS conference, September 15th and 16th. Ms. Boss and myself attended the OK MTSS data retreat to learn more about OK MTSS and how it relates to system level data and to dive into school level and district level data such as benchmark assessments that we give at the beginning, middle, and end of the year. Something that we got out of that meeting is one of the initiatives that was pushed down on us to use Amira as a benchmark for training. It's not working. There's a lot of schools that don't like it. It's not working well with students, and the little ones are having trouble with it, and so we'll have to make some adjustments with it. There was, a lot of teachers, sharing that concern. Some of our teachers have shared the same, same concern. It's not working well with the little ones. We have Amira, and we also have STAR. STAR, we can use it. And we talked about testing some students with STAR and Amira, and then comparing it to see, test the validity of it and see how well it's working. But one thing you gotta be careful is testing kids too much. That's something that everybody, that's something we have to be careful is not to test them, test them too much. But other schools are, having the same concerns. But OK MTSS, they have an academic side and they have a behavior side, and we got a lot of useful information for the behavior side, PBIS. We have a lot of, we had an increased enrollment this year. We got a lot, we have quite a few more kids. We also have quite a few more kids in the lower levels that are on IEP, that are going to be on IEPs and that are going to have some behavior, issues, and so we'll have to focus in this area to get those interventions and those strategies to help manage those behaviors and help those students be successful. And help the teachers, manage those behaviors as effectively as.
How many PAs do you think you might need? Any? Personal assistants? Teacher assistants?
We have one right now for sure. We need one. If this kid, well, I don't know. I can't talk about it. I better not talk about it right now. I apologize, but we need one right now for sure. And if things go like it, if things happen that's supposed to happen, we may be having to, hire one pretty quick for a student. But this student, well, I can't talk about that right now. But we, for sure, next year we will for sure have to hire, at least one next year, for sure. We don't have to do it this year, but next year we will have to.
That's in addition to the one we have now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, next thing, Fall Carnival. We got Fall Carnival coming up on October 24th. Staff's planning that Fall Carnival, and Miss Roberts has a real nice plan. She has a sketch of, where all the vendors are supposed to be, and she's lined everybody out and got it all set up. And I've heard teachers talking about it. They're excited about it, working on, getting that plan together. Our PTO, our new PTO, has added a cutest little warrior contest to it. So, yeah, I've heard people buzzing about that, and that's going to be cute. It's going to be cute until they announce the winner. And after they announce the winner, yeah, then it might not be so cute.
Maybe it'll just be for fun.
Yeah, for fun, hope so. But anyway, next thing is rural literacy acceleration initiative. Walters, whenever he was on his way out, they come up with some money to fund tutoring for the primary levels. Like, we have high dosage tutoring right now for high school, and he come up with some money for the, for the primary. And when I sent first budget in for it, they sent it back to me because I'd asked for too much, and so we filled it out again and sent it back in. And we got so many resources from the OCLSD grant, like our curriculum and all that good stuff. So we didn't need curriculum. We just need money to fund our teachers, pay our teachers to do the tutoring. So it'll be, we asked for $10,000 to pay a tutor to help the the primary kiddos. Then observation and feedback. I wanted to touch on observation and feedback again. That's so important. If you want any program or any organization to improve, you have to have good systems for observation and feedback. And people have to have you have to, be able to accept that feedback. I get feedback every day, and sometimes, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but we've got to learn how to process that, that feedback, and use it to improve programs. And we've got a lot of literacy support thanks to the grants and literacy initiatives from Oklahoma State Department of Education. I have to fill out reports to let them know how the programs are working. The OCLSD people, they receive $58 million, and so they have to explain to the federal government how we're spending that money. And they give us 400. They're going to wind up giving us around 400,000. So we have to explain how we spend it to them, so they can explain it to the federal government, so forth and so on. Right. And to make that work, we have to have good systems in place for observation and feedback. We had some teachers express that there were too many people too many visitors in the classroom. So I've tried to step out and trust my literacy coaches to take care of the observation and feedback piece, and they're trained in the science of reading. And so that took one person out of the room. And another thing we've tried to do to decrease the number of classroom disruptions is to schedule catapult and heroes on the same days, so that they're coming at the same time to do the walkthroughs and observations. So there's not so many classroom disruptions. So that's observation and feedback. Then 5.8, our students, they won the 2025 Shinny Ball Championship at the Comanche Nation Shoshone Reunion. Indiahoma alumni have a tradition of winning that traveling trophy. We have that traveling trophy right now in our hallway by the TV. Miss McClung, when those students left, she said, "You guys do not come back without that trophy." And so, students, they were motivated to win it. And I think next year they're supposed to go. Is it Nevada? They'll go to Nevada?
Yeah, it'll be in Nevada.
So they're going to try to go. Are they going to try to go out there and win it? So,
It's a Shinny Ball championship.
Yeah, they
So
take
Shinny
it.
Ball is a game that they play. You have sticks.
It's kind of like
and
hockey, but
It's
not.
kind of like field hockey, but not. It's
Yeah. I don't think they call fouls.
no.
No,
But it's a rough game.
It's rough.
Oh, rugby.
They
With sticks.
yeah, they have about 10, 12 girls out on
It's
the field.
five girls or 6 girls on each team.
Yeah, and
And
they've
you
got
have
like
a
shepherd
goalie.
staffs, like big sticks, and they go at it.
Yeah. I wonder if that's shinny ball because they get hit in the shins.
It may, maybe one call it that, but
I don't know.
the lady that was putting it on said she had relatives that was state champions in like 1904, so they have a lot of heritage and a lot of culture behind all that. But anyways, next thing is NAEP testing. I don't know.
National
Anybody-
Assessment of Educational Progress.
I thought you might know about that one. But anyways, it's the largest nationally, representative continuing assessment of what students of the United States know and what they can do in various subjects, and is administered by the National Council for Education Statistics within the U.S. Department of Education. Mathematics and reading assessment for grade 4 will take place during the assessment window from January 26th through March 20th. Each assessment will have sessions that will take approximately 2 hours, and it includes transition time directions and completion of a survey questionnaire. So that's we'll be doing NAEP testing
Yeah,
this year.
and it's just the 4th grade, they're not doing 8th or anybody else, huh?
Fourth
Okay.
grade's that's what they told me. So y'all did 8th grade.
And I think there's a high school grade too, yeah.
8th grade was 2 years ago.
What's that?
We did 8th grade 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And previous to that, I think we did, the 2 years prior to that, I think we did 2 grade levels.
Yeah, they do them, well, that'll be.
They select us,
Yeah.
they just tell us what they're coming to do.
Yeah, and,
Yeah, they sent an email.
there's not much choice for the individual school. And that's not the fault of the people administering it, that's dictated by the company and.
Supposedly, it's just
contracted to
randomly
do it.
selected, so we'll see.
Oklahoma City Community Foundation, for the 25th year, the trustees of the Lawton Community Foundation invites our senior class to participate in the Lawton Community Foundation Scholars Program. They'll fund a scholarship of $2,000 for our students at our school. Our kiddos, they'll fill out an application, send it in, and one kid will get a $2,000 scholarship. So,
That's great.
excited about that. Elementary athletic suits. We have about 30 more kids this year, so when our 5th and 6th graders went to their first ball game, all the girls had a suit. Boys didn't have a suit. So the girls played their game. When they got done, they walked over to the sideline and give the boys their suit. The boys put the suit on, but everybody had undershirts on under it. But the next morning, had a parent in my office that was mad. He was ticked off. He didn't want his kid having to wear
sweaty
someone
suit.
else's suit. Yeah, he said he'd buy the suit, he'd find somebody else, or he'd find a way to pay for the suits. But we got the suits. So now every kiddo, every 5th, 6th grade student has a suit. Miss Sequin Yaloa got a business donation to make 12 more suits, and so all the kiddos have a suit now. So
That's
we
great.
got the elementary suit drama taken care of, and then we'll talk about rough play. Indiahoma students play really rough at recess, and they're wound up and they're hitting the playground, and we've had some students get hurt, and so we've had to talk about playground expectations. We told teachers in pre-K, we told teachers that pre-K and kindergarten are not allowed to be on the playground with 2nd graders and up. And one day we had FCA use our auditorium, and so our 2nd graders had to go out to the playground. They was out there at the same time as the kindergartners, and those kindergartners, they play rough too. They'll be crawling all over the older kids, like squirrels, and then they hit and they collide, and then bad things happen, and we have parents sitting out around the playground watching the kids play at recess, and so we reinforce playground expectations, and I'm gonna try to get out there more and watch them play. But those kiddos, they're tough. They're really, really tough. But, they're playing rough, but we're working to get a handle on that. And then right now we've got a bunch of reports that we've got done that they've been coming due. We got accreditation report, we got class size verification, we got fall site. We had a fall site with uploads for accreditation, we had transfer report, and we're getting ready for the ESEA federal programs report. All those federal programs that we got, we'll have to do a federal audit on it, and so we're getting ready to take care of that report. And then exterior doors. Perkins showed up to do the west exterior door that we had approved at our board meeting. They went ahead and installed a keypad on the east exterior door. The reason I talked to them about installing, you know, getting something on that east exterior door because it was hard, it was a little hard to open, and we had some, you know, we had some people that was having a hard time getting it open. So I talked to them about putting a keypad on there so that they could just punch a code in there and they wouldn't have to turn the, you know, that heavy lock, and so the door would open easier. Well, they just showed up one day and installed the west exterior door, and they went ahead and installed the east exterior door, that keypad on it. And while they were doing all that, they pulled the ceiling down and had wires running everywhere, and it was it could have been planned better. It disrupted you know, our ladies that were working in the office, and you know, they, you know, kind of, you know, made things hard for them, and it was, you know, that whole thing could have been handled better. But I was so thankful to get those exterior doors, to get them secured, because it's a bad day if those doors are not locked and somebody, you know, somebody trying to cause trouble or trying to cause harm comes up and walks into the school. It's a bad day for students. So I'm glad we got those exterior doors, got those locks fixed. Me and Ms. Cook, we were looking at it one day, and she pointed out that a kid can walk by.
No, you told me about it.
Yeah.
You told me about it.
And then we looked at it and talked about it or whatever. But anyways, a kid can walk into the restroom and there's a sensor and it will unlock that front door. So
Huh?
yeah, so somebody could be standing at the front door.
I can just walk right there when I'm walking out, and somebody can come up. I can get within that rug area,
Yeah.
and they can just pull
Hey,
on the door.
Miss Thompson pointed it out to me. But anyways, so the west exterior door has a system that doesn't have that sensor, and the ladies in the front office control who comes in that door. I like that a lot better than the system that's on the east side. So we're gonna have to talk to Perkins and see about getting that system put on the east exterior door, so we can do away with that sensor. I don't like that sensor thing because
Yeah.
one thing that when we was talking after we got the lock fixed, sent out expectations. We don't want students opening exterior doors for visitors. We don't want them to get into the habit of doing that, because a student, you know, we live in Indiahoma. All of our students are respectful. They're polite. Hold doors open for, you know, their elders and for, you know, people. But it's not a good idea in the public school for a student to walk up and open one of those exterior doors, because then, you know, somebody could come in and do harm.
And that specific day that I went up there, that is exactly what happened.
Yeah.
They had pushed the button, but a student had opened the door before they had pushed the button to let me in.
Yep. So we're gonna have to, it may take a little bit, and continue to review expectation, continue to review expectations to get our kiddos, you know, trained for that. But
So,
go ahead.
I'm sorry, please finish. I was just gonna ask about the push button system. Do we need to approve that?
We can. Are you talking about the keypad?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we need to approve that. We need to go ahead and, we, sometimes, when, you have a deal like that, you can add it to the PO, or you can, create another PO.
It's a change
Miss-
order in it.
What do you?
And, Miss O'Brien, she just created another PO for it. So we can approve it at this board meeting.
Okay. It'll be like added to the consent agenda?
It's already in there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on
Oh,
there.
okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
You're ahead of us all the
But-
time.
Yeah, but anyway, that's the exterior door drama. Coulda handled that whole situation better, but
It's okay.
I feel a lot better and I sleep better at night knowing that we can secure those doors and keep our students safer. Okay, so principals report.
Well, it may be fall break, but it's not fall break for many. The athletes and the cheerleaders have been up here the past 2 days and will remain up here the next few days. Some of them are working on signs while other ones are practicing, and then vice versa. They switch. The boys start out working on signs while the girls are practicing basketball. Then the cheer comes up and they work for an hour on the signs before they have cheer practice. And so it's an all-day affair up here between all the athletes getting ready for the Red Ribbons and basketball. And I believe our girls have a scrimmage on Friday, and they're coming to redo the gym floor on Friday and Saturday, so it'll be all fresh. I mean, waxing it,
Yeah, yeah,
so it's all fresh before our
Okay.
season opener on November 7th. So we have 2 or 3 scrimmages. I believe that they're all away right now. Well, I think we have one at home. But anyways, we're getting in the swing for basketball, full fledged ahead.
Okay.
And then the Red Ribbons I believe we have like 68, I think, at last count. So that's awesome that we have that much support from our community for the Red Ribbons. And that money goes to all the profit goes to the athletics. That's why the boys are up here, the girls are up here in the cheerleading. So
All
it
right.
goes in the athletic fund. So to help out with some costs there.
That's
So,
great.
And that's all I got.
Okay. Thank you all very much. Okay. Number 7. Statement of consent agenda. The following matters may be approved in their entirety by the board upon motion made, seconded, and passed by a majority vote of the board members. However, upon request by any board member, any one or more of said matters will be removed from the consent agenda and acted upon separately. And number 8 is consideration and possible board action to approve, no, we wanna go ahead and finish 7 first, I guess, yeah.
There
That's-
does
the
need to
consent
be a
agenda's
change
not-
on B, it needs to read September.
Okay, I don't have the items on consent agenda on mine,
Should
I
be
don't think so.
right there.
Oh, okay,
A's
all right,
on
all
that.
right, I
A's
got you,
right
I
there
got
at
you
the
now,
bottom.
okay, all
What
right,
did we need to change, Nikki?
right,
B needs to have September, and then the numbers, I printed the online, the numbers are 103, none for child nutrition. And then general fund is 103 through 133. And then building is 19 and 20.
okay. All right. Is there discussion of the consent agenda? Is there a motion?
I make the motion to approve the September encumbrances.
I'll second it.
Bells,
Yes.
McKinney,
Yes.
Cook,
Yes.
Ramirez.
Yes.
Motion carries. Okay, so now we go to, do we have to, yeah, we've got to approve the minutes, right? That's next. Am I reading that right, or did I get, on the,
On 8A,
yeah,
consideration possible board action to approve minutes. of
Yeah, we
September
jumped ahead.
that should be part of,
That's
that's
part
part
of
of
the
the consent
consent
agenda.
agenda.
That's right, okay, I get so confused sometimes, thank you. Number 9, items, 10 business, 10.1, superintendent evaluation presentation for community board relationships, personal qualities.
All right.
Yeah.
Part of, part of observation and feedback, we're doing that continual superintendent evaluation, and gives me a chance to reflect, and we talk about community. Indiahoma has one of the best communities I've ever seen. They're close. It's close knit. They help each other with everything, all the fundraisers, everything that we do. One thing that been working real closely with is our PTO, Parent Teachers Organization. It's the first one that we've had in a few years, what I understand, and our parents are real excited, and they have a Facebook page, and that thing dings all night long. They're talking back and forth, and they have all kinds of ideas and everything. So one thing that we tried to do to funnel all of that and organize all that is we created a planner, and the PTO president and the PTO secretary are on that planner, and we try to get them to organize their ideas and their thoughts and everything, and then put it on that planner. And then when we get that done, then I work with Miss O'Brien and to try to polish those ideas and to flush them out and to get them ready for teachers, because teachers, they make plans for the day, the week, the month, and the year. Most of the time their plans, they're making plans, their plans are made, and then whenever we bring new stuff in, that disrupts those plans. So we're trying real hard to work with the PTO and teachers to plan things so that there's, to try to make life easier for the teachers, to improve learning and improve things for students. So I'm really excited that we have a PTO, because there's all kinds of research that supports family engagement, improves learning. And so that's one thing that been working with in the community. Observe, listen, and learn. Since I took the job, I try to observe everything that I can about our community, every piece of it. Listen to board members, listen to stakeholders, listen to the elders in our community that have made things great. There's some ladies in our community that do a lot of really, really great things, and every chance I get, I try to talk to them, listen to them, understand what how they do things to make things better for our community. We have a Facebook page, for our school, and we try to tell our story, try to tell our community story and what our kids are doing on that Facebook page, and try to celebrate all the different activities that that they're doing. Can't possibly get all of them. I'm sure we missed some of them, but we have a lot of students doing great things, and when we try to celebrate that and highlight that on the Facebook page. And we have a new school website. Miss Lafferty has updated our school website, and we're trying to polish it and work things out, make it better. And I work as hard as I can to attend community events and activities. I can almost go somewhere every night and be at a community event or a school activity and visit with people, and I love it. It's really great. Our Native American club is so active, and different organizations are doing things. I have still the Methodist, the Post Oak Church has invited me to the Comanche Nation Center for dinner on Thursday, and I've been trying to get there for the last month or so, and I cannot. Something has come up almost every night, and so I haven't been able to make it. But Indiahoma is really, the community is really, really busy to be our size, and it's so warm, it's so inviting, and it's really great, and I love it. But that's our community. Some things that I've talked to community leaders about that we need to improve in our community is housing. We need to work on trying to find solutions for housing, and but that's for any small rural school. They have they're having trouble with housing. I have heard that the Comanches are working on building a housing complex in an area, and supposed to get to talk to them about it when we go meet. And but I've heard that they're working on building some new houses. We need to find ways to find new playground equipment for our park. We have a really nice park, and we need to try to get some updated playground equipment for that. We need to work on trying to get some new street signs, and one of the best ideas that I have heard is getting AEDs for the churches and one for City Hall. Those AEDs are so important, you know, to save
What
a
is
life.
it?
It's a thing in a box, and if
It's a
somebody falls
defibrillator.
out,
Defibrillator.
cardiac,
Oh, yeah, okay,
cardiac
yeah,
arrest,
yeah, right.
jump starts
The
the
thing I
heart.
might need.
Yeah, what we approved to get here, but, that's some things that we can do, that we can, control and that we can do to make our community better. Board relationships, communicate with all board members. I feel like I can call any, board member and have a conversation, with you, and, I appreciate that. Follow up with board members' questions, try to do that. We've worked on some policies, we've adjusted some policies. I try to visit with board members every chance I get to learn more about our community and, school to improve learning. Personal qualities, ethics, try to be as ethical as I can. Have to make some, you know, some tough decisions sometimes, and, I try to keep the student in mind when I'm making those decisions and be as ethical, as I can to make the best decision I can to improve learning for students, and, that's tough. Public speaker, I'm not the best speaker in the world. I will be the first. That's where I need to improve. I need to get better at public speaking. I'm not going to win office anytime soon. I don't have a career in politics. Delegation of duties. I am working on that. Delegating things and building capacity in teams. One person can't do everything. It's hard enough to do the superintendent job, but then I'm also high school principal and then also elementary principal. Thank goodness we have some really good people that are, that work at this school that handle a lot of things, because there's no way one person can do it all by themselves. You have to be able to delegate and trust your team to get those things done. Self-improvement, I believe in continuous improvement, and I'm always trying to improve, always reading, trying to do things better. Professionalism. When I come here, I was wearing a suit and tie, and my hair was slicked back, and I was, I tried to be as professional as I could. Indiahoma is a great place. It's I feel comfortable here, but I still try to be as professional as I can when dealing with people. So that's all I got.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you much. All right, then we're down to 10.2.
Mm-hmm.
Consideration possible board action on going into executive session to discuss the employment, hiring, appointment, promotion, demotion, disciplining, or resignation of any individual, salaried public officer or employee, and to conduct ongoing superintendent evaluation as identified in accordance with the provisions of 25 OS Section 307B1. I move that we convene into executive session.
Second.
Bells,
Yes.
McKinney,
Yes.
Cook,
Yes.
Ramirez.
Yes.
Okay. So, we go to the,
Yeah, we'll go right back here.
that's not far. That's not
Did
far.
any of y'all pick up my school keys?
Did you fling them behind
didn't.
us?
I said
Okay. Oh. I didn't realize until I sent the action over. Nope, I'm fine.
are we off, Caleb?
You need,
Um,
we should've gotten you some rice or something on there.
I can do that through jeans.
Oh, yeah.
I'll sue this school. Have y'all got enough money to pay me?
You better take that drink.